For centuries, the stories have whispered through time, tales of towering beings, impossibly strong, who walked the earth long before recorded history. Giants, colossal figures depicted in ancient myths, religious texts, and forgotten folklore from nearly every culture across the globe. We read them as legends, as fantasy. But what if these weren't just stories? What if, buried beneath layers of sediment and skepticism, there's evidence of ancient giants, a lost race hidden by history? Today on Cryptic Chronicles, we're unearthing the chilling possibility that colossal humanoids once roamed our planet. We'll explore the widespread legends, the perplexing archaeological claims, and the tantalizing, controversial evidence that has left many questioning our conventional understanding of human origins. Prepare to challenge everything you thought you knew about the ancient world. The idea of giants isn't confined to one culture or one sacred text. It's a near universal theme. From the Nephilim mentioned in biblical narratives, described as the mighty men of old, born of divine beings and human women, to the towering titans of Greek mythology, who waged war on the Olympian gods, their colossal presence echoes through our collective past. Norse mythology speaks of the Jotnar, formidable frost and rock giants who shaped the very mountains and seas. In Native American oral traditions, particularly those of the Paiute tribe, terrifying tales are told of giant, red-haired cannibals known as the Sitka, said to have inhabited Lovelock Cave in Nevada. Ancient India speaks of monstrous Rakshasas, sometimes depicted as giants who terrorized mortals. This global consistency, the recurring motif of immense human-like beings, often with malevolent intent or linked to pre-cataclysmic eras, begs a question. Is it merely a universal archetype, a shared cultural fear, or a fragmented, distorted memory of a shared, forgotten history? Beyond the myths, the true intrigue begins with alleged archaeological discoveries. For over a century, reports, often dismissed by mainstream science, have surfaced, claiming the excavation of impossibly large human skeletons. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, America's mound builders, ancient peoples who constructed massive earthen mounds across the Midwest and Southeast, became a focal point. Numerous newspaper accounts from the era detailed discoveries of giant human skeletons, some reportedly measuring 7, 8, even 10 feet tall, with unusual features like double rows of teeth or flattened skulls, indicating deliberate cranial deformation. These sensational reports, often made by reputable figures like doctors, local historians, and even Smithsonian employees at the time, were surprisingly widespread, appearing in papers from coast to coast. One of the most famous accounts came from Wisconsin, where in 1912, a burial mound in Lake Delavan allegedly yielded skeletons of enormous stature, up to 9 feet tall, buried in a strange, ceremonial way with clay pots and shells. Similar reports emerged from Ohio, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and beyond, detailing finds of oversized femurs, skulls, and jawbones. These findings often ended up in university or Smithsonian Institution collections, only to seemingly vanish from public view or be reclassified without explanation. The question lingers. Why were these discoveries not widely publicized or integrated into the historical narrative? Did these findings simply contradict the prevailing theories of evolution and human history too strongly for the time? The conspiracy theory, often termed forbidden archaeology, suggests that such evidence of a giant race or other anomalous finds that don't fit the established timeline of human development has been systematically ignored, suppressed, or even hidden by mainstream institutions like the Smithsonian. Proponents argue that a paradigm-shifting discovery, such as a race of ancient giants, would challenge decades of established scientific theories, textbook narratives, and academic careers, leading to an institutional bias against acknowledging such findings. They point to the mysterious disappearance of artifacts into museum basements, never to be properly studied or displayed. The idea is that history as taught is a carefully curated version, excluding anything that doesn't fit the accepted story, protecting a fragile consensus. Could the deliberate destruction of evidence have occurred, or simply the quiet shelving of inconvenient truths? However, mainstream archaeology and anthropology offer strong counter-arguments and explanations for these sensational claims. Most alleged giant skeletons are attributed to hoaxes, misidentification, or wildly exaggerated eyewitness accounts. Human remains can undergo unusual postmortem changes, such as bone expansion due to water absorption, or be incorrectly measured, especially by untrained excavators. Furthermore, genuine cases of gigantism, a rare medical condition caused by excess growth hormone, do occur in humans, leading to individuals of immense height, such as Robert Wadlow, who stood over 8 feet 11 inches tall. Skeletons of such individuals would appear remarkably large, but still fall within human biological parameters. The double rows of teeth claims are often explained by dental anomalies, like supernumerary teeth, or simply misinterpreting dental development. Many of the sensational 19th century newspaper reports are now viewed with extreme skepticism, as the journalistic standards of the time often favored sensationalism and fabricated stories over verifiable facts. Crucially, skeptics also question the lack of clear, verifiable scientific evidence today. No massive skeletons routinely displayed in major museums, no peer-reviewed studies on large populations of giant hominids confirmed by modern dating techniques, and no widespread undeniable DNA evidence. The absence of definitive, undeniable proof, despite over a century of alleged discoveries, is a critical point for scientific consensus. If thousands of giant skeletons were truly found, why are they not widely accessible for modern scientific study? Yet, the legends persist. The stories of towering figures building megalithic structures, waging ancient wars, and influencing early human development continue to captivate. The occasional discovery of unusually large tools, weapons, or footprints in ancient geological strata fuels the enduring mystery, prompting questions about who could have wielded such implements. If these giants existed, how did they live? What was their culture like? And how or why did they ultimately disappear, leaving behind only whispers and scattered bones that refuse to fit our history books? The true existence of ancient giants remains one of history's most compelling and stubbornly unsolved mysteries. It challenges our understanding of human origins, pushing us to question the boundaries of the known and the unknown. Whether a pervasive myth rooted in cultural anxieties, a forgotten truth awaiting proper recognition, or a deliberate cover-up to protect a fragile scientific narrative, the whispers of giants continue to echo from the hidden corners of our past. They compel us to dig deeper, to question harder, and to wonder what other secrets our history might still be concealing. What do you think? Did giants truly walk the earth, or are these just the fascinating remnants of a shared human imagination? Share your theories in the comments below. If you found this dive into the terrifying unknown intriguing, hit that like button and subscribe to Cryptic Chronicles for more.